Yo, 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 what is up? What is up? It's me. I am Key and I am back. I'm in the building. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on this beautiful Friday evening. I'm gonna talk Philly sports. And you with me, you with Key. Man, a lot of things have been going down in the Philadelphia sports world. What is going on, big play Slay? Thank you for dropping in. How you doing tonight? Chad, what is going on? I am not in the car, Chad. I'm not in the car today. I'm actually in the building. But no, we're gonna get down to nitty gritty, talk about what's going on in this city. Whether it's the Sixers, we're gonna talk about everybody. Definitely gonna talk about the Sixers. Definitely gonna talk about the Flyers, the Phillies, especially today. I got a big old rant about today's game about the Phillies today, and we're gonna talk about some Eagles. Nope, I'm not in the car today. I'm actually in the building today. It's just more convenient for me to do it in the car. Um, it's peaceful in the car. So, but no, I'm here in the building today. So you got me live, and we're gonna talk about some Philly stuff today. So, but thank everybody who's joining me. I am on the Key in the Building channel as well. Go hit me up on the spot. Go check me out also on Spotlight Sports Network. I'm on Twitter. We're on Twitch as well. Damien Estrada, what's going on, Damien? So let's get right into the nitty gritty. We're gonna talk about we'll get down to the Sixers right now. So we all know Sixers went to the second round of the playoffs again. Foles coming back to Philly, he better not. He can stay right there in Chicago where he at with y'all, Damien. Um Foles did us good. He got us the Super Bowl ring. He completed it, but y'all can keep him. We all know the Sixers got to the second round. We thought this year was going to be special. Went out and got some people. Daryl Morey came in, great GM with Houston, coming over here. All right, cool. We're gonna have Daryl Morey do his magic, get us some people, so we can get the championship. You already got Joel Embiid. Y'all know JoJo's the best center in the league. Can't nobody handle JoJo. Um, so we had Al Horford fired Brett Brown because obviously he didn't know how to put Al Horford and Embiid together on the floor. Then you got Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler left, offered him the max. Fortunately, we had to give it to Tobias. But Tobias had his best season this year under Doc Rivers. Averaging over about 22 points a game. That's usually Tobias' numbers. He's good off the dribble. He can post up. He got three. So Tobias was good this year. Ben Simmons is another story. But before we get into that, Daryl broke Al Horford's contract and dumped it. That was the biggest thing ever because we was like, who's going to take Al Horford's monstrous ass contract? And Daryl Morey got it done. Ended up getting Danny Green. Ended up getting Dwight Howard. We traded Josh Richardson to get us Seth Curry in here, which were good pickups. And then we get George Hill at the deadline. I don't know. I mean, George is okay. He's a good, solid veteran, but I don't think Doc used him right. Um, with the rotations. So let's get into it. Sixers end up getting number one seed. Ben Simmons, in my opinion, was not an all-star. Should have been Tobias Harris. Should have been Embiid. Tobias, I think, proved at least he should have been a reserve. That's just my opinion. Um, I think he should have been an all-star. At least Ben should not. Ben had all these numbers. 65% from the free throw. He was going to the rim. He was being aggressive so he can get to the all-star game. And then after that, he played straight like poo. He scored 42 points on Gobert and the Jazz. But then after that, you didn't really see him do much. So we're number one seed. Joel Embiid gets hurt. He loses 21 games. Misses out on his MVP. But that's okay. We were going bigger and better things we were chasing for. We were chasing for that ring. We wanted that Larry Bryant trophy to come back to Philly. It's been a minute since Philly won one. Back in the 80s, I wasn't thought of yet. The last time the Sixers won one. So, we had a promising road. The Nets was in it. We had everybody in there. So first series is rocky. It's not rocky because I thought we was going to sweep Washington, but the refs didn't want that happening. So we ended up going 5 with Washington. So hi Mello. Get out of there. So we ended up going 5-1 with Washington, and that was good. Joel got hurt, but he came back, played on the torn meniscus, did everything in his power to take this team to the promised land and bring us a ring back. We get to the second series. That whole second series was a debacle. Can't just blame Ben, but Ben is part of it. He is part. I say he's 75% of it. Why we didn't win this game. Turnovers. Doc Rivers got out coached and he didn't make adjustments. Ben passing is game 7. It's game 7. We all saw the game. We all watched it, Phillies fans. Another dagger it got put in our chest. We're down 2. We have a chance to swing the momentum. Ben Simmons backs down Gallinari. Doesn't have him. He is not there. Nobody clear in sight. All you have to do is turn around, jam it, lay it up, do whatever. But what does he do? He passes to Matisse Thybulle, who's in double team, and he gets fouled. You're 6'10" for a reason. Dunk the ball. Even Embiid was like, why didn't you dunk the ball? His body language was like, you got to be shitting me. Why you didn't dunk this ball? Ben Simmons can't shoot free throws either. Horrible. Horrible from the free throw line. I just feel like it's something mental in his head. 1. 2, he doesn't want to work. We knew from the day we drafted him that he didn't want to shoot the ball. Maybe after year 1, he could have figured it out. Year 2, maybe. I even give him a benefit of the doubt. Year 3, okay, maybe my game needs to develop. You can be 3-time all-star, all-defense team. That's not going to do us anything if you can't shoot the ball. You get paid $170 million for a reason to shoot a ball. We see all these videos of you on off season in the summertime shooting jump shots and threes. Where was that at in the game? You took 5 threes in your whole career. 5. You've been here year 5. So from that moment, it was Ben got to go. We tried to trade him, couldn't get him. They wanted Maxey in the deal. We might have to give up a Maxey to get our player that's going to get us to where we need to be. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like we need a true point guard. Ben's not a point guard. He's not a point guard because you get paid $170 million to dribble the ball up the court, half court at that, to dish it away, and then you go down in the dunker spot. So how Embiid is supposed to do his work down there if you're down there? This is why Embiid's at the top of the key all the time doing dribble handoff and shooting threes. I don't mind that he shoots just a couple threes here and there because he's a good 3-point shooter. Don't get me wrong, for be 7'3", he can shoot a good percentage of threes. But he shouldn't be up there doing what you're supposed to be doing, or he's supposed to be down low, catching passes from you, picking rolls. Can't even do that right. Yes, Ben Simmons is a Shaq 2.0, just a good defender. Exactly. He's a Draymond Green. Except Draymond Green got 3 championships. But he's a Draymond Green. Draymond Green don't have no offensive game. He's all defense. That's all Ben Simmons is. He's a facilitator and he's a defender. Yes, we haven't seen a person that can guard all 1 through 5 positions. We haven't seen that. Yes, he did shut down Trae Young. I mean, Trae Young did go off still, but he had an off shooting night in Game 7. And you let Kevin Huerter burn us. Steph Curry was getting burnt that whole game in Game 7. Steph could not guard Kevin Huerter. Of all people, Kevin Huerter beat us. And then we beat ourselves, of course. We had 8 turnovers in the fourth quarter. Can't have 8 turnovers. But it's time for a change. Ben got to go. He's too privileged. He's getting babied. He doesn't want to work. He's lazy. You can definitely tell it. And his press conference pissed me off. D-Lineup asked him, about his, or why you think your offensive game hasn't, or something. I forget what the question she asked, but he was just like, did you see the assist I had? No, I can't. You never had that heart, like that Philly grit that Philly players do. Embiid carried him on the team on his back on one knee, a torn meniscus at that. And at the end of the game, JoJo immediately went to IG and apologized and everything, said something. I mean, Tobias ended up saying something at the end later on, but Ben ain't say nothing. Nothing. It's time for him to go. Is it the Kardashian curse? Because you know he was messing with Kendall. Now Kendall messing with Booker. Devin Booker of the Suns. So I hope nothing happens. You know, the Kardashian jinx. Maybe it's that, but he need to stay away. He's playing Call of Duty. He was worried about playing Call of Duty and not learning how to play basketball. They saying, oh, maybe he can shoot with his other hand. I think that's a little bit too late. And Doc Rivers all season was defending and babying him. We're supposed to get this coach in here that's going to show some accountability for the actions. Ben, if you're not going to shoot this ball, you can sit down. You can come off the bench. I can have one of these other players on the team that's going to shoot. Like Tyrese Maxey. The kid is 20 years old. He got a bright future ahead of him. He's a true point guard. He gets on the floor. Shit happens. Spacing. Pick and rolls. He drives to the basket. He's not scared at all. He'll block. He'll defend. Maxey is going to be a good point guard. Maxey is going to be good later on for us. And then Matisse, not worried about Matisse getting offensive game. I know he's good defensively. But if Matisse gets a little bit of offense, Matisse is going to be okay. If Matisse can drop 15 points a game, I'll take that from Matisse. But, you know, his defense is impeccable. So he helped Ben with Trae Young, which was, you know, amazing. But Ben got to go. That's one thing. You can't bring him back in. I think he lost trust in the locker room. I mean, Dwight Howard defended him. I get it. That's your teammate. JJ Redick ended up defending him on his podcast, and that was complete craziness. Y'all go check that out. That was ridiculous. But we got to bring a point guard on this floor. We can't go another year without a true point guard. If that's the case, you might as well start Maxey, get rid of Ben, trade him. But of course, we're going to need some trade value in return. Is Ben still tradable and got some value? I still think he is. Some teams are going to want to take him. Take him and move him to the power forward spot because he's not a guard. He is not a guard. Take him to where y'all don't have a real dominant center, and y'all can put him down there on the block. He can get you rebounds. He can score the little bunny hops, the little hook. He can score that. That'll be his game down there. But he's not a point guard. He's not a point guard. He can handle the ball, but he's not a point guard. Now we do got some free agents, point guards that are up for free agency after the season. We got Mike Conley, Derrick Rose. Even though I think Derrick Rose is going to stay with New York, they might bring him back. Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne is balling right now for the Suns, but the Suns might decide to bring him back. Also, we got Patty Mills. Don't think I want Patty Mills. He's older. Yeah, he's a veteran. Dinwiddie is going to be a free agent. Will he stay with the Nets or will he test the waters? Now, Dinwiddie is good. I wouldn't mind having Dinwiddie, but he's coming off a torn ACL. We don't know how that injury is going to be. So I wouldn't mind taking a Dinwiddie. We all know Kyle Lowry. Gordon Dragic from the Heat. I don't know if I want Dragic in here. He can shoot the three. He can handle the ball. Who else is on there? Got my free agent list here. My list of notes. Oh, so it's Kyle Lowry, it's Conley, Dinwiddie, Dragic, Derrick Rose. TJ McConnell already had his stint in Philly, and I know the Philly fans love TJ, but no, we need a starter, and TJ is not a starter to me. Again, we got Cameron Payne, Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson is doing good with the Clippers right now, so I wouldn't mind having the Reggie Jackson. And again, Patty Mills, and then Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers always seems like plays with Doc. I think he didn't play with him in Boston, but Austin Rivers is not a bad player. He did okay down there in Denver. So I wouldn't mean having Austin Rivers here with us. But so yeah, it should be interesting what we're going to do on the off season. So hopefully, we can get Ben out of here. Now the trades I've been hearing. Talking about the Warriors want Simmons. I don't want Andrew Wiggins. I do not want Andrew Wiggins. The only way we'll do a deal with the Golden State Warriors if y'all give us Klay Thompson. But we know that's not going to happen. I do not want an Andrew Wiggins. No. I've been hearing CJ McCollum, but we would get CJ. Robert Covington probably would come back. Covington's a good defender. So, I mean, he's okay. He'll give you about 15 a night. He used, when we run it back with Rocco, okay, we can bring him back. I've seen Cleveland trades. The trading scenario is crazy. DeRozan, where could Ben Simmons go? Who could coach him? That's what happens. You shouldn't have turned down Kobe Bryant. He offered to help you shoot, but you turned down Kobe Bryant. You probably could have been a top scorer in this league if you just learned how to shoot, man. Just learn how to shoot. You'd be dangerous. You already got the defense. You need your offense. We all know you're aggressive. You can take it to the rim. You can jam. But you got to get that mindset, and I don't think it's here. So, don't know where you guys think Ben can go or what we can get back. Let me know in the chat what y'all think, or leave it in the comments. Let me know. Always hit me up and be like, Key, I think, XYZ, Ben's going to go here. Or do the Sixers end up keeping him? That will be interesting if he stay here. If you imagine if Ben Simmons comes out on that court next season, this Philly fan is going to riot it and go crazy. He's going to boo him in every possession. He's going to get booed. But the free agents is going to be Danny Green. I believe the Sixers should bring Danny Green back. He got hurt, but Danny Green was good for us. Dwight Howard, I think they should bring Dwight back for another year. Korkmaz, Mike Scott can go. Gary Clark, and then Rajon Tucker. I mean, Tucker got in a game towards the end of the season. I'm like, okay, this kid can score. I think maybe we should keep Tucker just to keep him on the bench. But, of course, we got Shake Milton locked in. We got Maxey locked in. Isaiah Joe's locked in. Paul Reed's locked in. The bench, we just need somebody off the bench that's going to help us score. Again, bring the White back. Just go find some guys. Ben Simmons got to go. Do we move Tobias Harris? He has another next contract. I don't think we'll move Tobias Harris, but Ben got to go. We got to get somebody to take the load off of Joel. It has to happen. It has to happen. But I think Danny Green will come back. They should bring Dwight back. And maybe if you bring Korkmaz back, but Korkmaz might test the waters. But at least bring Dwight and Danny Green back. I think they deserve another chance. I did like Dwight's energy when he came in. He was a rebound machine. But the refs don't like him. He gets fouled for touching somebody with a finger. He gets fouled all the time. What's your thoughts on Pippen's tweet about Doc Rivers criticizing, saying he's not the best option for the Sixers and blames him for Simmons' weakness? He's right in a way because he's saying he failed Ben Simmons, but I think he did fail him because you babied him and you didn't help him. From the gate, you should have been like, Ben, I know your potential. You got to shoot. So I think in that sense, he did fail Ben. I feel like he didn't help him none. Like, he didn't push him to be a better basketball player. Like, play like his whole demeanor and everything, just his press conferences and how he talks is just like he don't care. He doesn't care. Now as far as what Pippen said about the between him and Giannis, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was funny. He said Ben Simmons likes to get humiliated, and then Giannis got humiliated because they can't shoot either. Giannis is not a good shooter either, but Giannis goes to the rack aggressively. He at least averages about 25 points a game. He's gonna struggle, but at least he'll attempt a shot. He'll attempt a three. He'll attempt the free throw. He's trash for the free throw line. I'll take Giannis over Ben though. I bet my money on Giannis making free throws before Ben does. He said that Giannis was humiliated, but he actually goes back out there and proves why he don't want to get humiliated no more. Like, he worked at it. So I mean, Pippen's right in a sense. He has his own opinion, but some of his opinions is absolutely right. Doc failed Ben Simmons. Instead of babying him, he should have pushed him. It's like, yo, you have to shoot the basketball. We need you. Just imagine if Ben shot the ball. We would be playing the Bucks right now. If Ben shot the ball. And Doc didn't help him. Now he sits back and say, oh, well, I guess he has an epiphany after the second round loss. He finally seen that Ben needs to shoot, and we need a point guard on the floor because we don't have a point guard. We've been going through this for so long. Team has not had a point guard in about 4 or 5 seasons. We can't go into year 6 with somebody who's not going to shoot. We can't do it. So I mean, we'll see what's going on. Hopefully, Ben's out of here because the whole town is going to riot. This is like Carson Wentz all over again, except Ben didn't ask for a trade. We all knew after the season was over, Carson Wentz, as soon as he got benched, it was curtains. He wanted to leave. It's not in that situation because Ben didn't ask for a trade, but it reminds me of Carson Wentz all over again. All over again. Reminds me of Carson Wentz all over again. So we will see what we can do. I think Murray sees where this team is going and the potential. I think he's going to get Ben out of here. So I'm gonna get Ben out of here. So hopefully next season I can have a greater mind of what I want the Sixers to be. So I mean, that's the Sixers' take on everything. We didn't cover Ben Simmons. We didn't cover Joel Embiid. JoJo can finally rest. I'm sure he's going to be still working in the offseason and healing that knee. So I mean, Joel only got a couple more years left in him. So that's why I said the time is now. This is the close. We got to get past the second round. This was our chance. Trey Young is good, but he's like an annoying fly that buzzes in your ear and you can't get rid of him. He's just an annoying fly. But again, shout out to Atlanta Hawks. Y'all wanted it more. We shot ourselves in the damn foot. So, but that's the Sixers. Again, let me know what y'all think about this Ben Simmons fiasco that's going on in Philly. What does Philly need to do? What does Philly not need to do? Who should we bring in? Who would fit with us? We got the 28th pick. I got some good mock drafts. That's going to come up later on in another video. So that's going to be another video. So just stay tuned for that. The Sixers mock draft. We drafting at 28. Will Daryl pull the trigger to move up into the draft to switch with somebody and put Ben Simmons out there? We don't know. There's talks about that, though. That possibly could happen. Could move up in like maybe the top 5, top 10. I've been seeing that. That would be crazy to see what Daryl pulls off on draft day. And the draft is not that far away. So the regular season is supposed to start regular time around November. So after, we still got the finals to get through. So don't know when basketball is going to be over. August sometime, possibly. But I'm going to be a Suns fan until the end of the season. So I'm riding with the Suns. They're down 2-1. They lost last night against the Clippers. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals is tonight. So I'm still picking the Bucks in 5. Still picking the Bucks in 5. They're not going to be able to do that every night. I don't know why the Bucks gave Middleton the last shot. Should have given Drew Holiday. He was money. Let's talk about these Eagles. Not the Eagles. Let's talk about these Phillies right now while my rant is still in my head. Now, this season was promising. Joe Girardi, catcher for the Yankees, good coach over there, comes over here. We got this billion-dollar man in Bryce Harper. We get JT Realmuto back, 5 years. Didi Gregorius comes back. We injury prone right now. Segura's hurt, second baseman. Didi's hurt. Bryce Harper was hurt for a little bit. We don't got no bats. Like, the bats ain't swinging. Reese Hopkins not consistent. The starting lineup, Matt Moore, Zach Efron, Zach Wheeler, Nola. Nola has his struggles, but I feel like when Wheeler and Nola has a good game, like today, for instance, we played the Mets, doubleheader, played the first game, it was 1-0. 1-0. I believe Reese Hoskins scored the game. I forget who scored. But Nola set a record. 10 straight Ks. 10 straight Ks on 10 straight batters. Who won the game? Wasn't it? One of the Phillies. But my thing is, if Nola's cooking right now, your bullpen sucks as usual. When we were supposed to upgrade our bullpen, bullpen still sucks. Hector Neris, he can't be a closer no more. Can't be a closer. He's done as a closer. I'll take Alvarez, put Archie Bradley in there. I'll take one of them as a closer, but you can't put Neris back there no more. He's blown 3 saves and 5 chances. No, he can't. The game against the Nationals was crazy. 3 leads we blown. Hit a grand slam by Andrew McCutchen. That put us up. Then we lost the lead. Went back up, lost the lead. Ended up losing 12-13. That's a heartbreaker. Nola should have went the whole game today. He should have went the whole game. He should have went the whole full game today. Because they only go, I think, 8 innings in a doubleheader or something. He should have just completed the whole game. He had 12 Ks. 12 Ks, and he gets a no decision because we end up losing 2-1 because of the bullpen. Bullpen sucks. Bryce Harper talking about we can win 9 or 10 out of games. It ain't happening because nobody's hitting. The bats are silent. Bryce Harper can hit when he wants to. He getting paid all this money. Do you think Bryce Harper's overrated? Possibly, maybe. I don't know. But he was hot with Washington. He comes to Philly and flatlines. But Bryce Harper's doing what he's supposed to do. JT Realmuto doing what he's supposed to do. One of the best catchers in the league. My opinion, I think the Phillies maybe got two All-Stars on their team. Because JT Realmuto's definitely going in All-Star for catcher. Will Zach Wheeler go as a starting pitcher? Because Wheeler's been doing okay. Nola's been iffy, but he came back in this game. They had Segura down there as the second baseman in All-Star, but I believe he's hurt. And then Bryce Harper. I think it's going to be JT. Might be the only one going. Rhys Hoskins possibly can go first base. But JT's definitely going. But let's see what the bats did today. The bats were sucky. Only got 1 run. Leaving people on base. But then, again, we're injured. We don't have no farm either. Like, the farm system sucks. Like, we can't get these players in and develop because they got to come in sooner than usual because we all hurt. And I feel like we need to just start over. Rebuilding year. Because this is not cutting it. It ain't. Going to the game, by the way. It's 4th of July. So y'all see clips from there. But sad. It's just sad. Because we got a lot of potential. It's just the bullpen still suck again. And we're on game 2, a doubleheader right now. Bottom second, it's nothing game. And we moved down to 4th. So now we're 6 games back out of first with the Mets. We got a 4-game series with them. We can at least put some wins back in the column, possibly take the division. But it's going to be another sad day as a Phillies fan. So the Flyers let me down. They couldn't score nothing. Sixers, they let me down. The Phillies have let me down. There's only 1 team left. Before I get into that, the Flyers, they got day work cut out. We need to get offense together. What's up, Claude Giroux? Are we trading Jake Voracek? Some names floating around in for the offseason. Jack Eccles, Seth Jones, or Dougie Hamilton. Quite frankly, the Flyers need to try to go after Seth Jones. I feel like Seth Jones is a better defensive man that fits the system, and won't be that expensive. I feel like the other 2, especially Jack Eccles, will be more expensive for us. I think Seth Jones fits perfectly in the scheme of things. Flyers got $13 million cap, but we bring Seth in, that's going to be a cap hit. Now, will we sign him and take an extension, or is he going to be a 1-year rental? We don't want a rental. We want him to be here long term. So we need someone to help out the guys. Couturier, Travis Konechny, especially Claude Giroux, supposed to be the captain. Carter Hart, he's going to be a free agent, so we're going to have to sign him. We definitely don't want Carter Hart to walk. Definitely don't want Carter Hart to walk. He's a young goalie, got a bright future ahead of him. When I'm here in Philly, in the orange and black, so he can stay. Shout out to Oscar Landblum. He got the Bill Midstrom Memorial Trophy He overcame cancer, came back, playoffs last year during the pandemic in the bubble. But shout out to him. He's cancer free, so he'll come back. But not have too much news on the Flyers. Just they had those names floating around out there. So, but let's get into some Eagles before I wrap things up. Didn't want to be up here too long. Just wanted to give y'all a little update of what's going on, piece of my mind. Now the Eagles, the only team that's left that's not going to give me no heartache, but I know they will be. But Jalen Hurts is the man. He's going to be starting QB. We bring in Joe Flacco. We bring in Nick Mullins from San Fran. It's probably possibly third string. Kerryon Johnson comes in as a running back. We signed Ryan Kerrigan on the line. That's going to be great. Now, are we trading Brandon Graham? Are we getting rid of Barnett? Where's Zach Ertz going to go? I don't believe Zach Ertz will be an Eagle this year. Somebody's going to trade for him. Rather, who needs a tight end? We haven't cut him yet. So obviously we're here to do something. Howie, what are you doing with Zach Ertz? We signed Richard Rodgers back. Appreciate you, B.L. What are we going to do with Zach Ertz? Somebody needs a tight end out there. Let Howie know. What you want for him? Because we're not going to get that much for him. Zach Ertz is still a good tight end. He'll help a young quarterback out. Send him to Arizona. Arizona don't have a tight end. Kyler Murray needs help with a tight end. He can help him out. We can take Jordan Hicks back. We need a linebacker anyway. And Jordan Hicks has been healthy. Why not? Who else needs a tight end? So Zach Ertz going to be gone. Brandon Graham's going to be gone? We don't know. And then we got Devontae Smith, number 10 pick. We traded up, got the wide receiver. He's been turning heads in training camp right now. Everybody's talking about him. So this receiving core should be pretty interesting. We're going to have Jalen Reagor, going to have Greg Ward, Travis Fulgham, Devontae Smith. And then the running backs is the big group. So the competition right now is with the running backs. Who's going to stay on the team? Who's not going to stay on the team? Kenneth Greenwell, another receiver that we got from Memphis in the draft. Of course, Miles Sanders is going to be there. Miles Sanders is going to have over 1,000 yards this season. I'm calling it. He's going to have over 1,000 yards this season. I think he's going to be better because for some reason Doug Peterson did not want to run the ball. So Nick Sirianni might run the ball this year, and I believe Miles Sanders is going to have a field day. He's going to have over 1,000 yards rushing. That's my bold take on that. Boston Scott, Kerryon Johnson, Jordan Howard. The running back core is ridiculous. Then we got defensive line. We drafted Milton Williams from the draft. Then we got the cornerback situation. Slay is back there. No Malcolm Jenkins. Rodney McLeod's coming off ACL injury. Will secondary step up for us. But I think the Eagles are going to go 8-9 since it's a 17-game season. They added that extra game. Only 3 preseason games. I think they go 8-9. We're even going to go out on the limb if they prove me wrong and do better than 8-9. I'm going to say the Eagles win the division. Possibly can sneak in. That's my bold prediction. The Eagles are going to win the division. They might prove me wrong better than the 8-9 season, but I'm going to say 8-9 and go out on a limb and say they win the division as well. But I can't wait for football season to start because basketball is pressing right now. No Sixers are in there. But again, I'm a Suns fan for the remaining of the playoffs. But there you have it, guys. Again, I just wanted to give y'all the Philly update. What's going around in the city. Again, y'all can find me here, all major platforms on my IG, Key in the Building, Twitter, IG, and of course, right here on YouTube. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel as well. Go to Spotlight Sports Network. I'm there too. So you can always catch me over there in the building. I'm going to be back here on the 30th. I'm going to do a live stream for the Phillies and Mets. So you don't want to miss that. That's going to be June 30th. I'll be in the building live for that. Come on in and have some fun. Hopefully the Phillies don't stink it up that bad with the Mets. So, but yeah. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Comment, like, and subscribe always to the channel. It's a pleasure having y'all here in the building with me. Thank you for all the guys who stopped in and said what's up. I appreciate you. And as always, guys, I will see y'all in another video. I'm out.